My name is Mazi Iyke. I hail from Newi. Newi is Newi province of Biafra land. And before we proceed today, let me remind you, it's the 29th day of January 2021. We are gathered again this morning to talk about issues that concern us as a people. And before we proceed, let us call on our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, to lead us in prayer. Let us pray.
Without whom we cannot function, and unto him we give every honor and every adoration wherever you are. I will ask you, if you are in the spirit, to remain so. If you are outside the spirit, we ask you to come into it, because what we are preaching from here is a gospel of redemption as directed by Chukwukika himself in heaven, and this very gospel we must preach it. Therefore, we must pray. We give thanks unto thee, O Elohim, for there is none like thee. There can never be any like thee. You are the beginning and the end. You are the Alpha and the Omega. Our lives are in the palm of your hands. We commit all that we are unto thee. We have come as the ancients did before us, as our ancestors did before we came, to offer praise and adoration unto your holy name and no other. For we do not worship any idol. We do not worship anything born of a human being. We do not worship anything carved out of a tree. We do not bow down before anything molded with the hands of men. It's only thee that we worship. That is why we have come this very evening on this hallowed platform that you yourself created, to offer you unadulterated praise and to hand over to thee all that we can ever become, because Biafra is yours. This very family of IPOB, you molded yourself. You decreed that IPOB must come, and now that we have come, that we may worship thee, O Elohim, please accept our offering of praise and sacrifice unto your holy name, because there is no other like thee. We will continue to adore thee. We will continue to worship thee. And as I said before, and I will reiterate, as we pray unto thee, that Biafra is your possession, we will sacrifice Biafra unto thee, that you may guide us in all that we do. It's only you that sees the hearts of men. If there is anything that we are hiding, if there is anything that we have concealed from our people, oh Elohim, you will judge us very harshly. But if our hands are clean, our hearts very pure, you will bless IPOB, and you will bless me, and you will bless my family, because it's a promise from you. All our hope and our trust is upon thee. May your name be glorified. May you be exalted. May you, O Elohim, be praised. Now and forevermore we pray. Iyke, Iyke, Iyke.
Rising sun, here comes the time for everyone to see that what will. Oh yeah. Here comes the time. The whole wide world will welcome the rising sun. Here comes the time for everyone to see that what will be, will be. This is the time for you and I to stand together as one. Yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are, because the sun is rising. We shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. We spent our lives simply in a misery, never gonna trade our freedom with any mystery. It's affecting our soul and it's killing us slow. With what we've been through, we are far from being good, but we are blessed by Jukodika Biafra. So we're never gonna give up. We're never gonna give up. There'll be light in the end of the tunnel. So shine so bright all time. The whole wide world will embrace us. Nobody can stop us, nobody can cage us, nobody can stand us, yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are, because the sun is rising. We shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. Windows and curtains, green lights be revealing. When I think about how blessed we are, goosebumps all over my body. Sunrise to the black stripe, black strands crossing gray stripes. Clashes upon clashes, many lives turn to ashes. When I ponder one reminisce, the action I see malice. Blood on the ground, This is how we fly, our beautiful flag, all around the world. Blood on the ground, this is how we fly, our beautiful flag, all around the world. We go carry the cross together, we walk through to Zion, the stumble will rise, how the victory will stand. There will love, there will love. From east to west, from north to south, can't you see the sun is rising? I still wave your flag all over the world, because the sun is rising. I still be shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. They will know, they will know, they will love. You're gonna light shine, the sun is rising. Wave the flag anywhere you are. You're gonna light shine, the sun is rising. You're gonna light shine, the sun is rising. Freedom, freedom, yeah. You're gonna light shine, the sun is rising.
Asi n'osisi sọ mmadụ n'anya, ọ bụrụzi n'onye otu anya. Na mbụ mere na amaghị ama, agba ọ bụrụ kpachara anya. Maka na osisi sosi mmadụ n'anya na abụ, ọ bụrụzie na amaghị ihe.
Before we came, there was nobody like us. Now that we are here, they pretend, they copy, they emulate, they fabricate falsehood, but they can never be like us. Long after we are gone, they will wish we lived forever. IPOB is very special, exceptionally special, the largest mass movement in the whole world bar none. And we did it because Chukwokika Biama is with us. We did it because Chukwokika Biama created IPOB himself. And we are here to pilot its affairs. We will not prevaricate. We will not stop. We will not slumber until Biafra is fully restored to its former glory. Anybody in doubt as to our resilience and our determination to restore Biafra is not only mistaken, not only misguided, but needs to see a psychiatrist. Because we are not stopping. I am a Nnamdi Kanu and I don't stop until I get what I want.
Maka na osisi sosi mmadụ n'anya na abụ, ọ bụrụzie na amaghị ihe.
thing I want to speak about, but before we go into the nitty-gritty of today's, I have a few announcements to make. Like I already started with the prayer meeting that is starting tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned. Don't go away and be part of it, because prayer is what we need. Actually, we need prayer seriously, more seriously, and we keep on praying because Chukwukike is on our side. Let me read this. It says, "Attention, attention!" It's a special message. It says, "There are many false informations going around about on issues around Biafra land over what happened in Olu and the Fulani settlements. People are using our officers' names to send out information raising false alarms. That's not good for us. Please, before you start sharing any information, make sure the little due diligence before sharing such informations. It's costing us to mobilize to the place, and realizing it's a false alarm, and it will help ESN to avoid ambush." That is very, very clear. It's a very strict message. So let me keep reading. It said, "Please be careful on what you are sharing. We are in a very sensitive period, and any false information shared about the movement of Fulani headsmen put the ESN on high alert. They are there to protect us. They are there to save us. They are there to make sure that we go to sleep. Please stop raising false alarm, because as you know, when it keeps shouting that there is a no, we don't need that, please. This is not a joke. We are not joking here. We are talking about something very serious. The lives of our people are being utilized. We have protectors, people that have volunteered, that have come in to protect us. But please make sure that you work intelligently. Don't raise false alarms. You do not. If you are not sure of anything, please ask. Please make sure that you investigate it before you send it out, before you start sharing them out. All right, this morning I'm going to talk about the terror enclave called Nigeria and the silence of the international community. They are killing people left, right, and center. The international community, especially the British government. The British government are they are the ones that are creating this problem. They are murdering our people, they are killing people, and they are keeping as if they don't know what is going on. They are killing us, they are killing our people left, right, and center, and the British government, the United States government, it might be supporting it because it's the British, but that's not right. You have to look into what's going on in Nigeria at the moment. A Fulanization thing that we've been talking about, it is happening. They want to eliminate everybody. They want to Fulanize the country. Because of that, they are willing to kill just about anybody that raises an arm. This morning I got a clip that was sent to me, and I'm going to air that clip. I'm going to make sure that you listen to it very attentively, because it's very important. It has to do with the topic, something I'm going to talk about this morning. These people are murderers, and they are killing left and right. According to them, they are paying money to criminals to stop killing. In other words, they know who the criminals are. So why are they stopping them? Why are they paying them? Means they know who they are. I've never heard this kind of thing before, where a terrorist is paid to stop killing. It's unbelievable. It is happening, and it's been keep on happening. So let's listen to this clip. I won't play the entire clip because it's quite long, but the one that has to do with what we are saying is the one where we're going to concentrate. Let's listen to this.
Boko Haram is gaining again after years of losses, and ISIS West Africa province has conquered significant territory and overrun Nigerian military bases just this year. Yet the violence in Nigeria's Middle Belt region has become bloodier even than that of Boko Haram. It is impossible to know the exact numbers, but thousands have been killed and many more displaced. Zamfara State in the northeast has seen a spike in violence that Nigerian security service interventions have done little to halt. The reasons for all this violence are hotly contested, and we are not going to resolve that debate today. Suffice it to say, religious animosity, ethnic divisions, political rivalries, and a struggle for resources contribute to the
Fulanization,
violence, and in different proportions depending on the conflict. How large a role any one grievance plays plays varies from conflict to conflict, and perhaps even violent incident to violent incident. In many cases, it is likely a combination of all of these dangerous factors that drives the violence. What is beyond dispute, however, is that vulnerable people are suffering terribly. It is sometimes easy to forget the human side of these tragedies, which is a sad mistake. Today, we are going to hear from Nigerians who have witnessed and suffered from violence, though of course they do not represent all the wide variety of Nigerian victims. Their words will hopefully remind us of the human tragedy unfolding in Nigeria and prompt each of us to consider anew what we can do to support Nigerians of all faiths, ethnicities, lifestyles, and social classes who are seeking peace. I want to thank the International Committee on Nigeria, which was instrumental in bringing this panel together and did extraordinary work and continues to do extraordinary work in Nigeria on these issues. Thank you very much. Thanks also to Save the Persecuted Christians for all of its help in organizing. Finally, the Anglican Archbishop of Jos, His Excellency Benjamin Kwashi, is unable to join us, and so will be replaced by Dr. Richard Akabe. Immediately following the event, we will have a light reception I hope you will be able to join us for. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Kyle Abbs, Director of the International Committee on Nigeria, to introduce our first witnesses.
Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. It's a privilege to share, a privilege to partner with our friends from Nigeria and also Heritage. I'm going to bring all of you up, so I'll call your name and just come up, but you'll get a proper introduction from people when they come. So first off, from Kaduna State in Nigeria, we have Elhari Bawa Magaji, and she's accompanied by Mercy Mesamari. And then we have from Benue State, Napoleon Adamu, or Napo, as I like to call him. And then from Yobe, from the area, Boko Haram area, we have Dr. Gloria Puldu. She is a friend and a supporter for, my next guest is Rebecca Sharibu, who is the mother to Leah Sharibu. So I'll introduce these two to my left, immediate left. Over a year and a half ago, on February 19th, 2018, 110 girls were kidnapped from Dapchi. Before that, you heard the stories of girls that were kidnapped in Chibok. Remember the Bring Back Our Girls and all that signage that went forward. These girls last year were released. 109 of them were released. 5 of them perished on the way, but 1 girl was kept. Her name was Leah Sharibu, who was happened to be a Christian, and Rebecca will share that story. In Nigeria, she is considered a martyr. If you go to Nigeria, songs are written about her, videos are produced, books are written. To many Christians and Muslims, she is a hero because she stood with her faith. So please welcome Rebecca as she shares her testimony. She'll be interpreted by Dr. Gloria. She'll speak the English. So thank you.
All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to move this tape forward a little bit because if I can't wait for them to make all the introductions. But
it's now extinct. So if I keep quiet, to what gain will that be?
This is the lady that I think we need to
The director of Save the Persecuted Christians, and we are so humbled to have these witnesses to violence from Nigeria today. Thank you. The next witnesses who will speak are Alheri Bawa Magaji. She is the daughter of the Adara Wazirin, who is the current leader for the Adara chiefdom in Kaduna State, Nigeria. They are the tribe that was so viciously attacked for multiple attacks for weeks, going on from mid-February through April of this year. They lost some 400, mostly women, children, elderly, to Fulani violence. And I will let them tell you their story. We have Mercy Masmeri as well. She is the daughter of the Adara Development Association. Her father is the president of that association. And 2 years ago, Mercy was kidnapped by Fulani and held for a period of time as well. So, ladies, thank you so much for being here. You can start from there if you would like, if it's more comfortable. Come here.
Hello, everybody. Just being here is answered prayers, because after we were left hopeless, the only thing we could do at that point really was pray. And God raised an army in Didi, Kyle, Stephen. It's a miracle that we're here. So first of all, we want to thank you for this opportunity. My name is Alheri. I'm Adara from Kufana in Kajuru, local government of Kaduna State. As I stand here right now, I've been warned not to say a word because I might be killed. You know, you can't speak about it. If you speak about it, you're threatened, thrown in prison, harassed by the police. But I asked the person that called me, I said, what have I got to lose if I don't talk? My family is killed every day. My dad was locked up for over 100 days. My tribe is now extinct. So if I keep quiet, to what gain will that be? The people who die every day are human beings too. And if I have an opportunity to let the world know what's happening in my hometown, I will do anything to be able to save, even if it's one life. We have 2-month-old babies, 6-month-old babies, babies in the belly torn from their mother's wombs and slaughtered like animals, like chickens. So we're here today to beg the US government, to beg everybody here for the world to hear our story. October of last year, our chief was kidnapped on the 19th of October, and then he was murdered on the 26th. He was kidnapped with his wife, but the wife wasn't feeling too well. And the Fulani herdsmen, when they kidnap you, they take you into the bush and you walk on foot. So if amongst you there's someone who is sick, they usually let the person go. So that's the only reason why the wife was let go. She wasn't feeling too fine. The Adara people paid a ransom, but he was still murdered. And immediately he was murdered, my dad is the waziri, so he holds the chiefdom when the chief is unavailable. So it was when the chief died that the elders in Adara land realized that the governor on the 29th of May 2018 had signed that I and 95% other Adara Christians are now under a Muslim House of Fulani Emirate. And it was so ridiculous that it was already signed into law and nobody knew about it. For a governor to make that kind of law in the first place without the people of the land knowing about it is illegal and unjust. So the elders kept trying to get the attention of the government, but nobody would listen. So when they realized nobody was going to listen to them, they took the matter to court. And a week after the civil case started in court, my dad and 8 other elders were arrested and thrown into prison for no reason. The reason the government gave was that they were the reasons why 66 Fulani were killed. The governor made that announcement on the 15th of February, 2019. And 2 days later, the elders were arrested. We all know why they were arrested. It wasn't because Fulani people were killed. And those Fulani people he said were killed, till date, there's no evidence to that. The police commissioner of Kaduna State has a statement, it's on the internet, saying that the investigation into that particular crisis hasn't been concluded and he can't confirm or deny the number of people killed. The problem we have with the statement the governor made is that he said 66 Fulani were killed. On the 10th of February, 11 Adara people were killed. The government didn't say anything about it, even when the leaders of the community officially made a statement. There is nowhere, check on the internet, check everywhere, you will never see a statement from the state government saying Adara community was attacked or an Adara person was killed. But if one Fulani person, any Fulani Muslim is killed, it makes headlines. The governor himself comes out to make news. And we're wondering, as Adara people, aren't we citizens of Kaduna State? That things like this will happen and nobody cares. And every time someone tries to speak about it, you're thrown in prison. So after the governor made that announcement, a lot of NGOs and civil societies went to Kajuru to try to give credibility to the story. And then the human rights chairman, the former human rights chairman of Nigeria as a whole, came out and said the story was false. 3 weeks ago, that man was called to the police station on the orders of the governor. So imagine a human rights national chairman of Nigeria being called because he spoke about it. Not to talk of we who live in the community. We are not allowed to say these things at all. There are almost 13,000 IDPs from Adara alone. There are about 400 people, mostly women and children, who have been killed. I spoke to a woman whose limbs were cut off. She had 4 kids and was 9 months pregnant. The Fulani herdsmen came to Kajuru town in February, about 400 of them with AK-47s. They came at about 6:30 a.m. in the morning. And they spoke Adara. That's my language. They're Fulani herdsmen, but they spoke Adara. And they come in with war songs. They'll be singing songs. If I translate, it says, the owners of the land have come. It's time for people, for settlers to leave. And they're in their hundreds. Where do you start from? Because we are hunters. Even if we have guns, they're Dane guns. So you find people running. They like when they come in and you start running and then they start shooting, like, you know how you like sheep running away, and then they find pleasure in doing that. Another thing they do is to cut limbs and cut open pregnant women and remove the babies and cut them. And they try their best for the woman not to die. For some reason, most of the women whose kids were killed or whose babies were removed from their tummies didn't die. So it's kind of like to come out and tell the story of the terror if we don't leave the land. And there is no Fulani IDP camp. There are no cases of anywhere where Adara people attacked Fulani people. But the narrative from the government, they will tell you that they're reprisal attacks. But we keep asking, reprisal attacks from what? Adara must have attacked anybody for the Fulani to say they're retaliating. But there's no case like that. But every time the government gives a narrative, they will tell you it is between farmers and herdsmen. We are a sleeping community, sleeping at 6:30 in the morning. We are not organized. We don't have AK-47s. How is that a fight between farmers and Fulani herdsmen? And that's the narrative that everybody will tell you. You go to the government, talk to anybody, try to wade in to ask for help. They tell you it's not religious, but it is religious. It is religious. Right now, my tribe is non-existent legally. So part of the reason why I'm here is to try to get my land back. That's who I am. That's my identity. That's who makes me Alheri. My people are stranded. They're literally sleeping under the skies, on the floor. No houses, no food, nothing. So it's not about relief materials. It's not about how much we can donate. It's not about that. It's about holding the government accountable. The United States government is very influential in the Nigerian government. I know there's a lot of money the Nigerian government collects from the United States government. We're here to beg you to hold them accountable. Ask them what that money is being used for. A few months ago, the governor of, a few years ago, our governor, the Kaduna State governor, said he found this Fulani militia and paid them money to stop kidnapping. That's ridiculous. So if he knows who they are, why are they not in prison? Why are the Adara people the ones still in prison? My dad and the other elders my dad spent 103 days in prison. These are the elders of a community. Our youth, every time there's an attack, they come the next day, pack any youth they see on the streets, Adara youth. There is no Fulani man arrested for killing Adara people. There is no statistic from the government of any Adara person being killed, or the Adara people homeless, or the Adara people who need help. It's like we don't exist anymore. Stephen Jefferson is a journalist who tried to speak out for the Adara people. Right now he's in prison for inciting violence through his post, saying the truth. We are not allowed to tell people that, look, I'm sleeping at home, you came to kill me, I'm crying out. We're not allowed to do that. So please, we're begging, we are here to ask that at least let our story be heard. Let it be known what is happening to the Adara people. The case is in court, but honestly, the judicial system is under the government. We, as the children of the Adara elders, tried to bring out official statements and gave news people and the media, nobody will take our story. We paid money, nobody will take our story. The media is not allowed to say anything about the Adara people. So we're here to beg people, beg you, beg the US government to please wade into our matter. We want justice for our land. We need our land back. We're 95% Christian Adara. Adara is the largest Christian community in Kaduna State. So we know it won't end at Adara alone. There seems to be a systematic plan to take over Kaduna State and Nigeria as a whole. It's purely religious, purely. I'm living it. It's not something I read in the newspapers. It's what we're living. If a post, there's this federal character in Nigeria where if appointments are given out, it's supposed to be shared equally to people. And right now in Kaduna State, on April 11th, the governor set up an agency to abolish indigenship in Kaduna State. So what does that mean for me? If you're taking away my chiefdom and there's no Adara anymore, and you're saying I'm no longer even an indigene of Kaduna State, that says a lot. So a Fulani man can come and register as a citizen of Kaduna State and get all the benefits of a citizen, while I am a true indigene of the state, and then I get no allocations and I'm not recognized at all. And then on Friday, another bill was passed that government officials were now to regulate the preachers in Kaduna State. It's so unbelievable sometimes. If I wasn't living it, I won't believe it. So a government official is supposed to tell a preacher how to preach and what to say. And the license is to be renewed every year. That tells you that if you don't do what the government says, in a year, you lose your license. So eventually, even in churches, it is only what the government allows you to say that you're allowed to say to the congregation. So at the end of the day, we're just going to be extinct, really, and the government takes over and does whatever they want to do. It's a plan that if it's not curtailed right now, it's going to be terrible for the world at large, because there's a genocide going on. Every morning we wake up to different stories. If I start to say stories here, I won't keep quiet. There's so much to say. I'm sorry my stories are all over the place. It's because there's so much for me to say. I'm not even going to start on what we went through when our parents were locked up. We had to go visit our parents in prison every day for over 100 days. And knowing that they didn't do anything wrong. And remember, these elders are in prison while their communities are continuously attacked. And we, as the citizens of the indigenes of Adara, where do we go to? Our elders are locked up. People who are speaking for us are being locked up in prison. Then you go to the hospital, people without limbs, children crying. So many orphans right now. No mother, no father. 2-month-olds. We don't even know what to do with them. And so, in conclusion, I want to reiterate again that we need help from the US government. Hold the Nigerian government accountable. Ask them what they're doing with the money. Where are they getting money to pay these herdsmen? If you're going to pay herdsmen to stop killing, why don't you just arrest them and put them in prison? So we need them to be held accountable. We need them to allow us freedom of speech. We are not we're supposed to be in a democratic government, and we're not allowed to tell the world or even say at all what is happening to us. It's been a helpless, hopeless situation, and God, through all of you, has given us hope. I don't know how I'm not crying right now. I was crying when I was sitting there because I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm in a place where someone will hear my story at all. It's been as if we've been in a dark hole with no light. But in all of this, God is God. I want to leave, but let me give a testimony. The woman I mentioned who lost her kids was sleeping at home when the Fulani men came. She said there were about 400 of them, and they all wore black. So in the morning when they went out, there was just this dark cloud as if it was going to rain. And then they looked up and saw they were surrounded by the Fulani herdsmen with AK-47s. So they ran into her room, and she had 4 kids and was pregnant, 9 months pregnant. And they told the kids in Adara to lie down on the floor. And the kids lay down. There were 4 of them. And then one in the middle sat up crying when he saw his 2 other siblings their heads being cut off. And she was there just looking at them crying. She said she didn't know what to do. But when they got to the 4th child to slaughter, the Fulani men couldn't find the the child. And she said God was telling her in the midst of that chaos that he's alive and he's there. They searched everywhere, but they couldn't find the fourth child. And he was sitting right there in front of her. And she was trying to reach out and hold her kid, but she couldn't even. And then when they went out and she ran to her kid to hug him, they came back inside and then they cut off her left hand and tried to sever her head and then hit her tummy. She started bleeding and passed out. So it was a reverend father that came and rescued her. And by the time she woke up, her 9-month-old baby had died. They had operated on her and removed the child. And her only surviving child is the child that God protected from the Fulani herdsmen. So I want to tell you that we believe in God. We know that God is the reason why we're even here to tell our stories. What we've been through, it's impossible to even stand and talk because it's surreal when you're living in situations like that. So I want to thank everyone here for your time, for listening to us, and continue to beg that something is being done about this. Thank you.
This is a very sad story. I'm telling you the truth. I just listened to this and I'm like, I think the United States of America especially should look into this. The British, they will not, because they are the ones that created this monster in the first place. They are paying people to stop killing. I'm reading comments that people are writing. Some of you are not being very fair with us, with them. It doesn't really matter because you don't. Our leader said something that is very touchy, in his last broadcast. He said Germany, even though America did all they did to them, they still kept them money to survive. We know that these people are people that ganged against us as Biafrans to kill us, but you know something? They are paying the price, but then that doesn't mean we should continue being very angry with what they did to us. No. Look at the way it's the same thing. Our leader, sorry to say this, have been saying this over the years. How many years now? Nnamdi Kanu has been saying the same thing. It didn't start with him. In fact, I listened to Bosso before we even listened to our leader. It's the same thing that's going on, Fulanization. Look at the war song that she said they are singing. The owners of the land have come. This is what they want to do in our land here in Biafra. It's not going, Oya Galono. Anybody in here, especially among us, who does not see the danger and get up to join what we are doing, I don't know what is wrong with you. Even if your mother had gotten you from, not from your father, maybe from a Fulani man, at least you are human. Even if the DNA is there, at least you see what is happening with your eyes, that this is not something you can just shy away from. They are coming here, they are killing their mothers. These people, they have no heart. If they can get a pregnant woman, open up her stomach, get a fetus, a child, a baby forming in the stomach, and destroy the baby, these people, this is hate. I'm talking about real hate. So I don't see why they should come to our land, and any of us will even have even if they are running, they run into your backyard, please, just kill him. Because he didn't come to let you live. I don't know the kind of heart that we have. Nobody's advocate. We are not going to their land to kill them. We are in our land. Listen to this woman, her story. It's real life story. She's not saying what she read in the newspaper or anything. She experienced it. And still experiencing it. And everybody's keeping quiet. The international community, they are not saying anything. I know they will not say anything because you know what? The British government, without America, I think the British government have the rest of them in their pocket. They are even struggling with themselves. They're not even sure of their own home right now, the British. But you know what? They have other ones in their pocket. Maybe United States of America is the only people they are scared of. And I just hope that this new government in the US will look into this. I hope, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I used to say it, and I've said it before, and I keep saying it. Democratic government, Democrats are good. There's no doubt about it. But you know what? They have overlived the time. They were created when the world was peaceful. Right now, the world is crazy. And who are the crazy ones? Republicans. We need them there. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not going to change this until these people that is in here now will show us by action that we have making a mistake. For now, no way. I'm still saying it. I say it. People don't like it when I say it. My friends don't like it when I said, well, I am going to say it because I live here. I've lived here. This is my country. I'm a U.S. citizen. I live here. Biafra is my home, yes. But citizenship of this country, yes. I can say just, if I know, I have seen governors. I've seen presidents go by. I know how long I've lived here. I don't want to talk about it because that will. By the way, yesterday was my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Belated. Yesterday I didn't come on air because I just want to have a silent time with my God. That's the way I chose to celebrate my birthday yesterday. My phone wasn't ringing. By the time I got the phone up in the evening, I had about 34 missed calls, and that was good. These are people that could have, distracted me. But I started calling all of them one by one to say thank you. I missed your call. Today's my birthday, so I didn't want to get involved with any talking. I wanted to talk to myself. When you're talking to God, you're talking to yourself. Your God is inside of you, so that's where you talk. So, like I was trying to say, this is something that our leader have said before. Reverend Bosu came to say the same thing. They say it can never happen here. It is happening here. They are coming. They are coming. The Yorubas, they are 1 foot there, 1 foot there. I don't know what they might do, but you know what? Biafra land, we are consistent. We are not going to let it happen here in this land. You can say one thing today and tomorrow you say, you need people that have receipts. These people don't listen, drive them away from your land. Let them start from the beginning. Let them go back to where they come from. Look at the northerners. These people are indigenes of Kaduna. That's where they were born. That's their home. Now they are coming and singing a war song that the owners of the land have come. Can you just imagine that? So the comments that I'm reading here, I'm not very impressed with, especially some of our people who are making these comments. No. When it happens, we know it's anger. After all, it's been happening to us. What have you people said before? We can't treat it that way. We can't. Our leader taught us that. It's not. I wouldn't call this forgiveness. I didn't say forgive anybody. But you cannot cover the truth by lying on top of it. No. Lie will always stay on the side. The truth will always surface. Look at the problem they're having in Aso Rock. Trying to make that they're changing the service chiefs. Why are you fooling yourself? Who is fooling who? They're just deceiving themselves. There's no Buhari. But I tell you, I'm happy. Obasanjo could have discharged me as a major, and now I am Major General. Yeah, right. Where did you go to war between that 20 years, 30 years to get to that rank? Idiots. You think you're talking to bloody fools that have no brain? So let us all know that the international community, they are the people we have to be calling upon. We're not saying they should come and fight a war for us, but at least they should say something. I feel for these people, honestly speaking. I just feel for them. The British government will never relent on this because they are the evil. They are like that thorn that is in the flesh of every African nation. Even them, when you look at the other African nations that were colonized by the French people, they kind of have more peace than this nonsense that these people came and brought together and called it a country, without considering the people living there, without considering their difference, the ethnic difference, so much difference. We were talking about ethnicity. They said ethnicity is not tribalism. Don't call it tribalism. We are ethnic people. We know our brothers when we see one. I think the same way you think, so we're able to get together. Nobody's against the Fulani people. If they should mind their business and be their own ethnic group, that's cool. But don't want to come and take my land and start speaking my language. Because you are speaking my language, you think that makes you Onyenewi. It's not possible. But we know ourselves. That's how we live. In a community we live. We know who is who. A stranger that comes in there, even if it's his great-great-grandfather that came and settled there, the Newi man knows. Once in a while, they go back to their community where they come from. To fraternize with their ancestors, the people that they left behind. So that's the way we are. Then these British people came in They bring the man from Sokoto and want him to become somebody from Abakaleke. He is an Unya Abakaleke because his fathers lived there and he was given birth there. No. We don't do that in our place. We don't. We are not like that. We always go home. If I travel to Nigeria today and I don't get to my village, I have not gone home yet. Even though I might end up in Aba, but that's I have not gone home. Home is Newi, not Omai, not Owerri. Then think of Sokoto and Zaria. Ibrahim and Zaria. That's why Christmas time you see them running home. They are going home. Well, some of them don't even have a building in their home where they're going to live, but at least they go there, even to spend one day. That's where home is. So the British people came here with the idea. I know that in the United States, you born a child in America, he becomes American citizen. No, our place is not like that. If you are an Igbo man and you born your child in Kaduna, even if he doesn't speak Igbo language, he's still an Igbo. No matter what, the man knows him as Nyamiri. They know he's Nyamiri. You can be very fluent in that language, but you are still a Nyamiri. So the international community has kept quiet because the British people are the ones in the forefront. That is why they're keeping quiet. It is not right. It is not proper. People are dying every day. We are getting all these reports. What she's now saying is part of the thing that our leader has said over the years. Fulanization that is going on. Fulanization that they want to Fulanize everybody. They want to take over the land that doesn't belong to them. The Yorubas are saying, the Ududuwas, please wake up. Do not give up on this because this is your chance. Push these people back to where they come from. We are not saying it should be violent. If they want, they can rent a house. They can come into Lagos, go to Lekki and Banana Village and rent a house and live like everybody else. Not going out there to kill people, not going out there to take what doesn't belong to them. You see. So what we are saying, somebody's wishing me happy birthday. Happy same to you, my sister. And let's keep going. International community, like I said, we have to make sure that they listen to our story. If they listen to the story of these Igara people, it's like listening to the story of Biafran people. Yes. Let us not say that it doesn't concern. It does. The whole thing is linked up. It's linked up. These are people struggling to get back their land to themselves. So there are people that need to live like us, that want freedom. And our goal is that anybody that wants to be free, and we in Biafra are able to help, we will do that. Freedom is for everybody. If it's freedom, you want to be free, they want to be free, fine. The Fulani can go back to where they come from. But if they want to be free and want to live with those people that they are living with and they want them to live there, so be it. It's not our business. But let them not come to our land. And our report this morning about people who are raising false alarms, about what is going on in Olu, please don't do that. Do not do that. Give the reports completely. Before you send out any information, make sure that you are sure, very sure of what you are doing. Do not just go out there and start circulating information, because right now we have volunteers who are working very diligently to make sure that they save us. They give us we have peace in our area. They are doing all they can. So all we need to do is get correct information so that they don't go astray. You don't lead them into ambush by telling a lie. This morning I listened to South Africa station, and when somebody called in and from reporting from Olu. I need more reports from there also this morning. If anybody is very available in Olu, to call this station and let us know what is going on there. The information that I got from the South Africa was when the guy was reporting that these soldiers are not wearing khaki anymore. They are now dressing like ESN. Well, we know what they are doing. That's an old military tactics that has no room anywhere to survive. We are what we are. Just make sure that you give us complete, accurate information on who and where they are, so that we know exactly what we're going to do. And don't forget, contribution, donation is still coming up. And I'm happy to hear somebody calling this morning also on the same South Africa radio that he tried the www.ipobinusa.org/donate, and it worked. Of course it does. It does. It's a lively website where you can make your donation. So if you're not in Biafra land, if you're not here in the United States, you can use that. Even if you're in the US and you want to use that too, you can. Otherwise, you can use the Patriots account in Chase Bank, which we have read out the number here a couple of times. So make sure that you make your contributions, your donations is very, very important to us. And the Yorubas, as I'm still saying, I'm talking to them particularly, do not sit down there and fold your hand. Do not behave like what your ancestors did. They say one thing, they go out there, they do something else. That is what is keeping you in the position you are today. If you started checking this from the beginning, Afonja couldn't have succeeded. So don't do the same thing. There is nothing will happen in your land. If you start getting scared of people that are strangers that come to your own land, I don't understand it. It's like a story that say, 400, somebody told me something yesterday, 400 soldiers, I said I saw it on YouTube or whatever, 400 soldiers are being brought to Biafra land. We are 70 million people. Come. Bring your 400. Come. You are welcome. Anytime you want to come, bring them. Come down to Biafra land. I don't understand why a Yoruba man should be scared of talking about Fulani in their place. That is your home. That is your land. Don't keep quiet, because these people are not friends. These people are coming there to take over your home. They are not coming there to live with you. Otherwise, why would they live in the bush? Who goes to somebody's land and occupies the bush? You rent houses in the city and stay like everybody else. Not in the forest reserve. So let us be very, very watchful and be consistent. Consistency is the key. That's the key word. There's nothing. These people have come to dominate, to take over your land, and there is no doubt about it, because we have been saying this since. Bosu had said it earlier than everybody else.
Am I right?
Yes.
We have the Igbo church, correct? We have the Hausa church. Is that not so? Look, in the Yoruba church, if you are an Igbo man, if you carry anointing, let fire come out of your head. You are on your own. You will not reach the top, because it is a Yoruba church. If it is the Igbo church, if you are a Yoruba man, possess all the revelations that you know, you are on your own. You will not get anywhere, because it is an Igbo church. Only the Igbos will be that we brought our petty politics inside the church. My name is Bosun Emmanuel. The foot soldiers of Islam, they're called Almajiris. Vehicles in church building. Now get ready for this next one. If you have an iPad here and you have access to the internet, right here, I will just invite you, please go online straight away and go to wikipedia.org, Wikipedia, and type into the search engine Abuja Declaration 1989. And this information will come up. Islam in Africa held a conference in Abuja in 1989. At the end of it, they issued a declaration. And it goes to eradicate in all its forms and ramifications all non-Muslim religions in member nations. Such religions shall include Christianity. Now please note that word. To eradicate in all its forms and ramifications. Now Nigeria is a member nation. All non-Muslim religions, such religions shall include Christianity. The word Christianity in the communique was underlined. To ensure only Muslims are elected to all political posts of member nations, to ensure the appointment of only Muslims into strategic national and international posts of member nations, to ensure the ultimate replacement of all Western forms of legal and judicial systems with the Sharia, then to make sure that this strategy works because it's going to require money. Babangida, as the self-appointed president of Nigeria, put his hand into the treasury of Nigeria, took $21 billion out and gave it to OIC, to the Islamic Development Fund of OIC, and said, take this money for the total, I'm quoting, for the total Islamization of Nigeria in particular and Africa in general. Babangida paid $21 billion of our money to turn Nigeria into an Islamic nation. And they have started. Boko Haram, don't look at it as something that is isolated to the northeast. It is meant to cover the entire nation until Christianity is eradicated in all its forms and ramifications. There are two ideologies inside the Nigerian constitution. Let me show you something. Sharia is mentioned in your constitution 73 times. Islam, 28 times. Grand Qadi, 54 times. Muslim, 10 times. In the Nigerian Constitution, 1999. There is no single mention of Christ in the Nigerian Constitution. No single mention of Christian in the Nigerian Constitution. No single mention of Christianity in the Nigerian Constitution. No single mention of church in the Nigerian Constitution. Now I ask you, sir, I ask you, ma, is your country an Islamic state, a Christian state, or a secular state?
All right, that is a question that we need to answer, and that question is exactly what they are doing. They are answering the question by telling you that's why they sing the song in that land. When they go there, they say the owners of the land are here. What that lady was saying, it is not a joke. So that is what we should do. We are fighting to thy kingdom come to make sure that nobody, I just mean nobody, comes in to take our land from us. It's as simple as that. The Fulanis will come, but you know something? They will die. They will come, and we have a graveyard for them. We're going to use them as manure. Let them come. 400, that's what I heard. That's too small now. 400. By the time we are done with you, I don't know what to say. Let me not just go into that. Okay, right now I have something here that I need to read out for you. Our leader said something. He said, we wish, Mazi Kanu wrote, he said, we wish to humbly and most submissively call upon all the governors of the East. He said all the governors of the East. He didn't say South, he said East. To, as a matter of urgency, ban all manner of open grazing in the region in compliance with the 1969 Sorcery Law of Nigeria that banned such provocative and primitive practice by Fulani headsmen. It's a law. It's a law. Somebody I went to court and the court ordered it. So it becomes a law. It didn't need to go to the House of Senate or whatever to become a law. It's a law that's supposed to do it. The bold steps, he wrote. He said the bold step taken by the Yoruba governors in banning open grazing in their region is commendable, and as such must be reciprocated and consolidated by a similar pronouncement in the East. If after 14 days there is no firm and decisive action by the Eastern governors to ban open grazing in our land, ESN will step into the breach to commence the enforcement of this 1969 anti-grazing law across the entire region. Don't say you were not informed or given prior warning, because that's the story you will always come up with. Oh, he did it. You know, Nnamdi Kanu just did it. He didn't tell anybody. Now later came up that you were informed by the ESN. You were given the opportunity to do something. You never did anything. Now he is issuing another warning. 14 days. 14 days you have to. This is the law. He's not creating a new law. It's something that is there already. So respect yourself, because this is another disgrace that is coming to you guys. He has given you the opportunity to do something. If you don't do anything, ESN will step in and stop the grazing and implicitly put that law into action. If you make yameta, nothing will happen. So what we are saying, let me read this again. It's after 14 days, there is no firm and decisive action by Eastern governors to ban open grazing in our land, ESN will step into the breach to commence the enforcement of this 1969 anti-grazing law across the entire region. Don't say you were not informed or given prior warning. He said Eastern. He didn't say Southeast, South. No. Eastern region. So it implies the whole of Eastern region. What was known as Eastern region in those days? Yes. That's what it implies. It's a law. Honestly, it's not a new law. Actually, in 1969, that's a law, a statutory law of Nigeria that banned such provocative and primitive practice by Fulani headsmen. Somebody went to court and won the case, and High Court said, no, you can't do that. So now it becomes a statutory law. So the governors, that's where you should go. If you are scared, you are implying a law. Since we are now, IPOB is now telling you how to uphold your own law. Because Nnamdi is talking. Every day he comes up with something that is very legal and very legitimate and very lawful. Whether you like it or you don't like it, you have to comply. No open grazing. Let them go and build a ranch and put their cattle there. You can't come to the university premises where students are studying. You have cows running around the whole place with cow dunks and everything. No, you can't do that. So you have been warned, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Road. Let me read it one more time. We wish to humbly and most submissively call upon all the governors of the East. That's the emphasis, East. Governors of the East. To, as a matter of urgency, ban all manner of open grazing in the region in compliance with the 1969 statutory law of Nigeria that banned such provocative and primitive practice by Fulani headsmen. It is a law. You don't graze openly. So we are going to enforce it. The bold steps taken by the Yoruba governors in banning open grazing in their region is commendable, and as such must be reciprocated and consolidated by a similar pronouncement in the East. The Yorubas are already doing it in the West, so we are going to do the same thing in the East. If after 14 days there is no firm and decisive action by the Eastern governors to ban open grazing in our land, ESN, Eastern Security Network, will step into the breach to commence the enforcement of this 1969 anti-grazing law across the entire region. Don't say you were not informed or given prior warning. 14 days, we are counting. Yesterday, this was written, I think yesterday. Today. I saw it yesterday somewhere. Maybe the person just published it today. I saw it yesterday, so we're counting. You have 13 more days to go. Every day we'll count to still remind you, because we don't say things that we don't do. We talk and I do. We talk something, our leader says something, it's going to happen. ESN is there to actually enforce this law. Please make sure that you make your contribution, your donation to the upkeep of this, our honorable and humble volunteers, people who have come in to save us, people who have come in to make sure that we go to bed, we sleep well at night, and that's all they do, and we are very happy with what is going on. The line is open for you while you're making your calls. I can still do my talking. It's 164692045415703528442 +1 929406993. We are concentrating this morning on the terror enclave called Nigeria and the reaction of the silence of the international community. They are keeping quiet about what is happening, and they want to wake them up, especially the United States that have just started a new government, new administration, new administration, and we need them to wake up, Forget about the British people, because for them it is them, their thing. They are the ones that created this giant monster that is killing everybody. So call us here. The line is open for you to make your calls. But don't forget that if you call, please don't stay too long. Allow others people to come in. I have a call coming in here. Let me take this one. Caller on private line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller, good morning. There we
sir.
Welcome to the program.
Once again, happy New Year. Happy birthday, sir.
There one day. Well,
happy
thank you so
birthday.
much. Thank you.
And I wish you many more years, my comrade.
There we
You are a strong man.
Thank you, sir.
Elohim keep you alive for a reason.
Amen.
And you eat the fruit of your labor, sir.
Thank you.
There was. Yeah, your opening statement, Hebrew, about you said about this false information our people will be giving.
Yes.
About information they are giving about ESM.
Yes. Tell us. You have not introduced yourself. Tell us your name.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I'm Malaysia.
There we
Coming from Malaysia. There was, sir. God bless you. So in that aspect, I think our intelligence, on such call, I think our intelligence needs to step in first to investigate. Because in other hands, all these enemies, everyone, even Janjaweed, they can even use it as an avenue to stage an ambush. And also saboteurs, you have upper hand on it. It did not was any false information. But our people, our intelligence are very strong enough to detect first, mama, the call or rail, if such things are happening before the second order they release the ESN to go there and do the needful. May investigate first. The information where it's coming, is it whether it's real or not. Yeah, we don't step into that. I mean, when you wrong immediately, just we hear that or no.
Yes.
But people are intelligent in that aspect. And secondly, in other words, this all the Janjaweed they from Biaga na east by as is 400, 500. The prophecies have already been released and said. Aga one line na buy Aga.
Yes.
So it's got to go there. Let them have the 1 million. The word has been the servant of the Most High God has given that prophecy. That an Adian line, that's where they will be buried.
That's right.
So they are coming. They are coming for that fulfillment of that prophecy because the word has been said, the word has been spoken out, and it have to come to fulfillment. So that's why you see them coming because they are coming to die in our land. You understand?
Yes.
They are coming to die there, and that is the fulfillment of that prophecy. And all these they are terrorists, Janjaweed, they are giving promotion. None of them, general or brigadier, none of them are even see one single war, one single theater of battle. They never see. No. The rank and anyhow is based on killing the civilians. Only. That's why that's the only useless rank tagger in the world that are being promoted just for killing civilians. Because you see them running just to come and kill civilians. That's why they get their promotion, and you call them army. Oh. Because British is backing them. And secondly, where you said about this new administration in America, yes. The White House. That's one thing I want to let you understand our people know. Only going to America.
Yes.
Only going to in the White House. The thing given Trump, when Trump was there, this British, how many times Trump invited to UK, London? They flashed the guy, royal banquet, everything. When Hannah flashed that man of order. But when Obama was the only one invitation, they invited Obama, only one invitation, Obama went there. Half flash Obama, they took Obama, put inside their pocket. Where Nigeria is threat, no their inheritance. It is self-support to call herself, yeah. Because he negotiated the guideline. And more than when the same thing again as this Joe Biden, they will invite him now to UK. I flash out the man, the guy now, yada. Where heaven and earth, yada, carry go. I'm telling you. Because oh, now I'm going to America. Trump, I told you Trump now. When all the flashing, you're not flashing. Trump no send them. He keep on doing the good work God that God called him to do. You know, and the last not but the least is that Fulani have two agenda. They come for the agenda. Don't forget about one Nigeria issue. It's just for a deceit and lies and propaganda. They have agenda. Have an agenda, and they have been implemented. That agenda is what they are working on. But our people don't know. One is the agenda of Ottoman and Fodi, and second one is for the Ahmadu Bello.
Yes.
To use these people as willing tools. And they see us also as a conquered territory.
Yes.
And then they use all these Efulefu are their errant boys that bow for them. And their people, all these Fulani, this is how they've been growing them. This is what they teach them. This is the only thing they know. And they have seen for themselves how these our Efulefu, how they are falling down for their emirs and their top politicians leaking their boots and all that. They say, okay, now it's true. Now, truly speaking, these people, this east by this Biafra land, they are conquered territory. That's why you see them, they are bold to do whatever they do, because they see all this inflation, how they bow down to them, go to the north, worship them and all those things. They know that truly, this we are conquered territory, and we, the youth, we are nobody.
Thank you, sir.
So we know we are nobody to them. So that is what they are doing. But lastly, I want them to know that they said our forefathers surrendered to them, not we, the youth. We are the leaders of tomorrow. We did not surrender to them, and we have come to take over our land by fire, by force.
Yes.
It must surely come to pass. So we must be resolute, and glory be to Elohim for sending our leader, Mazi, and the crown. All praise all of stars of IPOB. God bless you all, sir.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-451 and 570-352-8442 plus 1-929-406-9953. We're on Skype, and we're also on Signal at 845-283-9665. Call us. The line is still open for you. Welcome to the program.
I thank you so much, Peters, and also our leader, a compendium of principles, a compendium of personalities. I mean, I have to thank you so much. Thank the Lord so much for bringing him for us. I also have high regards for these volunteers and Eastern Security Network. I have to thank God so much for them. Starting with this Pastor Bosu. Pastor Bosu has been hammering on this. Does it mean that all these that the Jews, bishops, pastors, name them? Does it mean that they don't know the dangers? All these prophecies of Mazi since 2012 and on up to now, does it mean that they don't know anything concerning all those things? Are they blind, or are they deaf and dumb? This thing is happening unto us on daily basis. The Jews, you know, these people and bishops, all these Catholics, Anglicans, all these, they have millions of members. All the time you'll be hearing burning churches, killing the Reverend Father, this and that. 1 month, 2 months, that one is gone. I forgot about it. Why can't these people form the security network for their own? Let me just say for their own, protecting their churches and their members. They don't care about that because of their private jets and the tithing and offerings. I'm against these people. Honestly speaking, I'm against them. It seems as if they are in another planet. They never know that our lives are danger. Okay, now coming to Obama. It's Obama. You know that Obama is a wonderful a disgrace to black race on earth. You see Obama patrolling himself as somebody. Obama is a wonderful disgrace. Obama is a cure to black race. So to place Obama in White House, that Obama should surprise the world by putting to an end anything racial segregation concerning whites and blacks on earth. But he failed woefully. He made a choice by uniting all the gay people on earth, and he failed. Going against Obama is our enemy. Obama and the wife by now supposed to be in prison. Obama and the wife and his wife. Why? When he was campaigning, journalists contacted him, confronted him about what is the name of your middle name, Hussein. Tell us your middle name, the meaning. He said, no, that one is nothing. Obama is a Muslim. He thought that he has deceived the U.S. as a whole. Obama must be probed completely. His activities in White House must be probed. Because he did nonsense over there. He rubbished the United States power. So now, for Obama is planning evil against us. And Britain and France, we have three major enemies. Britain, France, and our trouble here. They never know what the God is planning. This project of Biafran project is a divine project. And if you play with it, it will reverse. It will play with you. That is one thing that they never know. People say a man is castigating, insulting elders. Go to your Bible and take Luke chapter 11. Luke chapter 11, 40 to 54. Woe unto you, Pharisees, you guys, lawyers and all this. Woe unto you. You used to abuse them. Because of what? Trying to serve their slave masters, the Romans that time. That was their aim. Now, these are what their main aim now is trying to serve their slave masters. Our leader is giving them ultimatum within 14 days. How can they do that? After swearing their allegiance as Sokoto, they wouldn't do that at all. They can never and never. They will never imitate their counterparts as West, Yoruba, or Duduala. They can bet me and quote me. They won't do that. The best is they plan with Eastern Security Network will plan what to do against them because they can never do that. No server will repent. They won't repent. They can never repent because they don't know what devil is doing with them. They don't know about it, but they must know about it. Your planning race is being accursed. God has caused planning race. And they can never have anything to do inside town. They are habitual wanderers living in the bush. And if you die and if you connect any person that God has caused, you share the cost. That is why all these taboo and all these people that are mingling their business with the foreigners, they are caused already. They can never repent. They won't repent at all. Let me just drop here.
Thank you. All right, thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, Iyke, good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, and good afternoon to Biafrans, friends of Biafrans and lovers of freedom. My name is Most Favor, and I come from Newi province, Biafran land, and I'm calling from Kingdom of Netherlands. Mazi, I thank you for the work you're doing. Chukwuabiama will bless you, Mazi, and your family. And also to my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the Great, hero of my time, Chukwuabiama, who has sent him for this job, will continue to lead him and will continue to be with him until Biafra is restored and beyond. Mazi, please, I thank you again for the good work and your analysis this morning. And even the video, the testimony of the people that went to America to testify.
Yes.
Chukwuabiama will come and heal the land and give us Biafra. We don't want to be with them. It's to your tent, O Israel. I just come in to make an announcement, Mazi, concerning our Zoom meeting tomorrow. And however, I'm speaking on the capacity of National PRO, IPOB here in Netherlands. Please, I want to urge our brothers living here in Netherlands that tomorrow we'll be having our Zoom meeting for ESN support. Please, most of us here in Netherlands, we are just okay. Our life is not under danger, in any danger. We have our comfort. We eat what we want. But just remember that our people are in the bushes, not just in the zoo, but in the bushes. And they are there just to protect the land, to safeguard our farmland, and to protect us from the danger coming, the imminent danger coming from the Sahels and Fulani. So please, let us not be witchcraft. Let us not be witches and wizards by ignoring these people. Let us be human for once. These guys there, we are not better than them that we are here in Europe. We are not more better than them. We are not more righteous than them. So, and they've chosen to defend the land on our behalf. Can we please support them? I'm talking to Biafrans living here in Netherlands in particular, and also our Biafrans living in Burma Arena, and the Netherlands general, and even wider Europe. You can be part of this Zoom meeting. It's specifically for ESN support. And we can do this. We can support them. We need our land to be restored. To join this very meeting, please, you can join the meeting via its meeting will be holding on Zoom. And the time for this meeting is 5 p.m. in the evening here in Netherlands. And to join this meeting, Mazi, please permit me. I want to call the passcode and the meeting ID.
Yes, go ahead.
So nobody will say that he's left out. So you can join this meeting using this Zoom ID. 9023 28 1435. I repeat the Zoom ID again. 9023 28 1435. And the passcode is Biafra. In the previous announcement I will be making, we will spell this Biafran to start with capital letter B. But there was an error somehow due to auto-predict. When you type something, the thing will automatically become a capital letter. The passcode is Biafra with small letter. Everything is small letter, which I spell B-I-A-F-R-A. B-I-A-F-R-A. Everything is small letter. That is the passcode for this meeting. And this meeting is tomorrow, being the 30th of January 2021, 5 p.m. here in Dutch time. For you to join this meeting, or you need a contact number to reach, you can reach one of our principal officers on 06, our national coordinator. 06, I repeat, 84860431 or 06 49282075. Mazi Peter, thank you for giving me this.
Yeah, let me ask you something. Yeah. Is it the same meeting, the ESN fundraising?
Yes. ESN support. Though every country is doing theirs. Spain is, I think Ireland, Italy is also scheduled for tomorrow.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Is it the same thing with yours?
Yes. Is it the same thing? What?
Is it the same thing that you people are doing tomorrow, that the Italians are doing tomorrow? Are they different Zoom meeting or one meeting?
Yeah, no, yes, it's different Zoom meeting. For Italia is doing in their state, we are doing in our state. So it's the same, but it's for ESN support, but it's not together. It's not for all Europe. Okay. We are doing it state by state. Yes.
All right. Thank you. I got you. All right. Thank you so much. I have a call coming in on caller on Signal. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good afternoon from here, Mazi, Iyke Peters.
Welcome to the
Good
program.
afternoon. Thank you very much. Happy belated birthday. I heard about it.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
I said I won't give you a disturbing call until you come to the platform.
Yes.
There was well done.
Thank you,
We
sir.
celebrate you. Yes, I just want to use this opportunity to greet Biafrans all over the world, friends of Biafra and lovers of freedom. I remain Rabbi Charles, and I greet our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Iroko of our time, Mohammadike Ndewosa. Good afternoon from here. I'm Rabbi Charles, speaking from my location. Mazi, Iyke Peters, I want to say something. It doesn't matter whether it is just fundraising meeting or what. Brother, I will say it. I will say it in the language over there. You moet ook slim zijn. Je kan niet je identiteit en geheimcode gestuurd voor iedereen. Je moet altijd slim zijn, omdat de DSS Nigeria luisteren naar jullie, naar ons. Je maakt niet uit, misschien is niet securiteit vergaderen, maar het is ook belangrijk dat je moet ook voor je securiteit zorgen, voor jezelf. Je moet voor jezelf zorgen. Klopt hier? Now, let me say that. Let me repeat what I'm saying because of the situation over there in the Netherlands. You don't know where you guys are. Listen to me, my brother, most vulnerable. It doesn't matter. You are having a meeting. It's fundraising. Yes. Does he have any? Do you guys discuss any security thing? No. But must you send your passcode when you have the details of your members over there? You have your network, your group, where you can send it over there in the platform where people can obtain it. The members, if it slips out from them to another person, then it's someone that did it, and anyone that is coming to your meeting must have a registered name, like a name, not Samsung or Galaxy or iPhone. It must have a name that you guys, the admin, can control. We are doing something here. We are not dealing with stupid people. These people are they are very smart. So if I'm having any form of meeting, it is my suggestion, because a lot of things are happening. If you're having any form of meeting, you have your members, you know where they are, you have your group. You have your group, WhatsApp or Signal or whatever, where you are communicating from. Send that thing there, and don't announce the identification number and the passcode on radio. And sometimes we must stop them when they're making this mistake. Because many of us don't know what we are facing here in this struggle. We don't know, because you have never been apprehended or shot or maybe spoken to. Then you don't know the gravity of what we are doing. I am just getting information that the Dutch court passed the rulings that Shell should pay, or they have been doing it, but Shell is not complying just today to pay compensation to those in Niger Delta. Their ecosystem is being destroyed, and they are bribing. This is the reason why they are sending all these Fulanis to cause chaos in that region, in Biafran region. They are the ones funding all these things. Mazi, Iyke Peters, let me say this. I listened to the sister giving that testimony. I don't know when she went to the US for this. Is it recent or last? Donald Trump's admin. Is it just recent one?
I have no. Yeah, I think that's the latest one. I don't know about the time.
Okay.
I'm looking at the posting. Okay. The posting was just done a couple of hours before I read it.
Okay, cool. You see what is going on. I am just like it's in line with what Pastor Emmanuel Bosu said. Our leader already said it. But the problem with some of our people, I will blame the Christian community of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Pastor Emmanuel touched this thing, saying that the Christians in the southern region abandoned the Christians in the north. When they keep telling us the north, they are Muslims, it's not true. Jonathan Chinedu explicitly explained and identified these people, and it is in line with the information I have about them. The place where this lady came from is the local government is Kufena. I have a senior brother who attended cadet school in that place, who lived with Buhari We live with Buhari in Katsina. In that Kufena local government, there are 100, she said 95% because maybe she's a young girl. But there are 100% Christian there. They are not Muslim. They never bow down to Islam. And these people are wonderful people. They love God. The problem is that they deceive them. Go on, deceive them. Go on, let them. That is why they put Go on, so that he can speak to Christians in the north and the middle belt to align with them so that they can come and destroy and defeat Biafra. That's exactly what they did with the British. And this is the ripple effect is what we are seeing today. We are seeing, you see the level of description, and thank God for her eloquency for her to be able to explain exactly in details. At least any English person cannot have any excuse. Say, we don't understand her English. She speaks very fluent English, and she could be able to describe the horror, the danger, the event, what happened there in that northern part of the zoo, Kaduna, Katsina, all those areas. There are many Christians there, but the southern Christians I have had many of them coming on their national broadcast saying they are praying for Nigeria, that any weapon formed against Nigeria will never prosper. There are Christians in the south, blinded people who who never took a trip to the north. Most of them were born and bred and died in the southern hemisphere of Nigeria. They have never gone around the place. It's part of education, so that you will know the country where you are living. You will see the danger facing you. Our leaders said they are coming. Some Igbos, Efulefus are busy cursing and abusing and insulting our leader, saying, where do you see this? On an andofuam where can there be no welfare? Can the passport you will travel? At the end of the day, what are we facing today? Are we not facing the same horror? Or is it because our leader put up security that is wedging them? If that buffer is removed, these people will feel the pain. Mazi, I Peters, not to take the time, but I am very, very much upset by the things going on in that place, and how people can be very nonchalant, especially these governors. They are dilly-dallying. Why the Yorubas have made concrete steps to combat these people. The people they put in place. My goodness, my brother, let me tell us this. Those governors, if they delay, I can say this. If push come to push, these governors they have to die in order for our place to be redeemed. Mazi, I Peters in the war.
All right, thank you very much. The important thing is that the governors are not even in charge of our region anymore. So we have ESN. ESN is in charge. We have given them 14 days. There's no point even telling them. After 14 days, if they don't implement what they are told to do, ESN will enforce it. It's as simple as that. We are coming. Biafra is here. There's no doubt. We have our leader is leading the Biafran movement, and that's it. And the whole of East is Biafra. Whether they like it or they don't like it, that is their problem. We are not begging them to do, but we have given them the respect of calling on their attention to the fact that this is a law. It's a stare law that was passed. No open grazing is going to be enforced after 14 days. We don't threaten anybody. All we're saying is what we are going to do after 14 days, if you don't implement it, is our ESN will go out there and take care of it. It's as simple as that. I don't really know why I don't think this is a problem, honestly speaking. It is not a problem at all. All right, I have a phone ringing. I don't know which, I think this is Skype that is coming in. Let me see if it's Skype, because it's so hard for me to, so much on this phone. Okay, here you go. I have it coming in now, right? Let me take this one. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good morning.
Yeah,
yes, thank you. I'm so sorry. My name is Mazi, my man, Jaka. I am the national PRO of Ipob here in the United States. I reside here in Washington, D.C., but I'm Amibo. Amibo is in Olo. Amibo is the home of the tiger, and the Amibo is the home of King Jaja of Ipob. Mazi, I thank you so much for all the time you take every morning to come and do this job, voluntary job. Thank you. And I thank God Almighty for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi, it gladdens my heart because I always like to talk about the positive thing that is coming out of this our agitation. Mazi, we are growing every day. And I thank God that Nnamdi Kanu have been able to arouse the consciousness of all the youths in Nigeria. I saw how the Yorubas, even Mahmoud, that is Mahmoud, somebody, that guy that interviewed in Nnamdi Kanu, when he was speaking this morning and talking against the Fulanis that were migrating from Sahel to the southern part of Nigeria. Then I thank God also that the Middle Belt and everybody is just rising up because of the broadcast of Nnamdi Kanu. Even the Hausas are listening.
Yep.
So please, I am urging all the Biafrans, this is an opportunity for us. We don't have anything to fear again. The job has already been done. It's just to support the Eastern Security Network.
That's it.
Dip your hand into your pocket. No matter how little the contribution may be, believe me, this is the simplest thing you can do. We are not asking you to go and start coming to be a volunteer or just go on the street. But what we are asking you is just stay where you are, bring out your money. Eastern Security have come to stay. Remember the reason why you have the Eastern Security, because you cannot trust any of the police to guide you. You cannot trust any of the military to guide you. You cannot even trust any of the politicians. The only person you can trust is the Eastern Security, because these people are volunteer. They are doing it to serve you. They are not asking any money. So whatever you can do to support them, please, I am begging you to go ahead and support. Another thing that I want to say is that, Mazi, the reason why we are where we are today is because of the strategy. After the Biafran war, after the war, after the organized war that Nigeria, they came together to fight against the Biafra, of which 5 million people are up to today unaccounted for, the genocide that was committed. Okay, after that war, then the strategy that they implemented was free oil to the British and all these Western countries, even Exxon, Shell, all of them, they are getting the free oil. I don't know when that thing the thing they signed, I don't know when it's going to expire. Because as we are talking now, this is the reason why these people, no matter whatever you say, they don't want to talk about it. Who would like to mess up his business where he's getting free thing? And that is the thing. And then the Fulani, every agreement that they had that made them just to brought the Fulani to come and kill the Biafrans. And then because of the rewards, this is the reason why Fulani up to today, they are talking about the ownership of the South because of that agreement that they had during the war. So all these are the connived. These are the thing that was done. But now, thank God that everybody is feeling the pain. This thing was the thing that was done against the Biafran. But now they mortgage the life of their children. They mortgage the life of their descendants, on this, and everybody, the Hausas are suffering it, the Middle Belt people are suffering it, Oduduwa people are suffering it. So now that all of us are suffering, what are we going to do? Isn't it time for us just to come back now and say, okay, man, we have to cancel this? The youth that did not, have their signature in this agreement that was had by Gowan. Because the people who are getting from this war, this is afterward, the thing that they kill, they are sharing it. This is the reason why you will see one person who will have oil well. This person will have oil well. It is still those people that fought the war that are, pay themselves. They are still paying themselves from the loot of the war. Everybody is just getting it until we dissolve all those things and then start from beginning. So that Biafra will be on their own, Oduduwa will be on their own, and the Middle Belt will be on their own. And this is the time that everything will come to an end. So what we are doing is that, please, thank God for the Eastern Security Network. If you want to donate for the Eastern Security Network, if you are here in the United States, please, my brother, I am begging you. There is nothing to give an excuse again because Biafra is here already, you know it. So go ahead and go to the website www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. Donate your money. Or if you want to contact or you want to be involved with us, then go there, you will see the contact and you will see all the principal officers, and then you make the call. Mazi, thank you so much, and God bless you as you are doing this job.
Thank you so much, my brother Ndewo. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking a call here at 646-920-4541, 5703528442, plus 19294069953. Somebody says to me, happy birthday, young man. I'm so happy for a young man. All right, this is good. It's nice. It's nice to feel young, actually. Yesterday, my kids they would come in, Daddy, happy birthday. How old are you now, Daddy? I just forever. The day I saw you was the day you saw me. So don't ask me my age. When I go, we met the same day. So I'm so happy that we're still taking these calls and talking about issues that concern us. Happy people, that's what we are. Our leader has said he has given them the ultimatum, and that's what matters. 14 days, if we're not stop grazing, we will enforce it. That's what we'll be doing from now on. Caller, good morning. Caller on WhatsApp. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good morning. Good afternoon from here, Mazi Peters.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. I want to thank you for your dedication. What we are doing is not easy. My name is Chukwuemeka Ambos. I'm calling from Italy here, Mazi Peters. I just want to make some contribution regarding to what is happening. Even yesterday, I tried to call, but I couldn't get you. This your line is hotline. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say, what our brother just said now from US, who come from US now, I think was is very, very concerned. I will find a video which perhaps I will send that video for you if you wish. You watch it. If you like, you can air it. We are a white people, I think from France, are saying that that Africa has been designed to be in that as it is. It has been designed to be as it is. That anything, if Africa is free, that they are going to suffer it. They are the one that all the material resources they needed to forge ahead is in Africa. So when the day I watched this video, I know, but I was very, very shocked that a white man on this 21st century will continue to say such a thing. What our leader is doing and what Ipob is doing is to free everybody. Our leader has said it, to free everybody. Let us be free from this colonialism. This modern days colonialism, let us be free from it. All this is what our brother said. They are taking oil. Of course, all of them are taking oil. And why do they succeed in all this thing? Because they are using some of us to achieve what they want, their aims. They are using the black people in Africa to achieve their aim. The same thing what the British talk to Funani, the same thing Funani are doing in Imo State. Did you see the comment of Hope Uzodimma the day he called the Eastern Security or whoever, he said the militants. He want to give them the impetus to come and fight the Biafra, this Eastern Security now, so that they will send army to bomb a place or to throw bomb and say this is a militant. This is what exactly this man did. What's his name? Obasanjo did in Udi. I think so. He went there and bombed there and said this is militant. And now they cannot call it now security. Our leader say this is Eastern Security Network. They now want to call it a military. And this afternoon, as I'm listening to their channel on Facebook here now, I saw a man, I've forgotten the name of the man. He's trying to defend all these things they are talking, all this TV. They're saying if that is not legal, it is not been legal, or do they pass through a house of assembly? But the man is telling them that even the Yorubas, when they pass Amotokun, they first establish an Amotokun before they pass it to the house. Now, even if it is not legal, we have not passed it to house, is that what will bring you in to go and shoot people in the street? Then why should you go inside bush where they are for security? They are not disturbing anybody. That's what the man asking them there. He said they have not harassed any citizen. They have not even taken money from anybody, extorting money from anybody, or nobody has complained about them. They're inside the bush. Make sure that they secure the land because of the fail of the government to provide security for them. And they have already told the Eastern governors to set up security. Had it been the set of security, such a thing could have not come. This man was telling them, and they insisted that it's not legal. And I asked them, why do they want to say that this person, because we don't pass, they have the Eastern region never pass it through House of Assembly? Is that what we give them the impetus to go to the bush and look for them? Do they commit any crime? And that is exactly how Funani works. They work with our people, they beat them and ask them some useless questions. Our leader always complain about Yoruba media, and they sit on media. And there's something somebody said today, and I bought to it when they have to do it. Our people should be very kind. Whenever you see all these BBC journalists, these Igbo girls that are doing rubbish in BBC, and they stand before them and give a falsehood report, just take the camera, break it on the ground. Give her a slap. because they are reporting nonsense. Instead of them to report the right truth, what happened, they will report in favor of their people. You see, Dele Mahmoud was asking one of them question. He asked him question, and I remember it's on BBC.
Yes.
So BBC will come to distort what we are doing in order to get favor because they need oil. This era will kill the era of British in Africa. If we fail, I will go home and I will become a terror against Britain. Any British person I say, I will kill him until I end up in my life in prison. It has been getting too much for them. They should leave Africa alone and let us live a life. We come to their place. They don't want us to be in their place. They deport you. If they claim they love you, they want to help you. Then they see you. You manage to escape the poverty in Africa. Come to the place. They want to deport you back. And what kind of love is that? And they come to your place and take what belongs to you. Where do they want us to live?
Thank you.
Mazi Peters, thank you very much. May Chukwu bless you.
Thank you so much. All right, what we are saying is actually because this question of putting on our black and black now, the soldiers are doing, they are trying to start extorting money from people so that they will say it's our people that are doing it. You know, that's exactly where they are going, and I understand that. That's the next thing they are going to be doing, where the black and look like they are ESN when they are not actually, when they are soldiers. That's why somebody reported this morning that they see them going to Olo and putting on black and all the rest of them. But you know what? This is a sign. It's a good sign that is happening. They are doing all the things that they are doing right now because there is nothing they can do besides what they are doing, and eventually they have given up hope. They have lost hope, and there is nothing they can do to stop us. ESN is here to stay, and they are here to protect us, and they are, what we are saying, like we said before, is make sure that you do not give us false information that will make us send them out when there's nothing actually happening. If something is happening, it's okay to send them out, but then it's all left for you. Don't give us false information, because this is not good. Why his phone is ringing, but I can't find the person that is ringing. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about this. I don't know what somebody is calling me. See, the phone is ringing, but I can't really figure out where it's calling from. I don't know if anybody's calling me on Skype, but if you're calling on Skype, please don't do so, because Skype line is not really showing me any. It's not very good for me to pick you up on Skype. I can hear the phone is ringing, and probably it's coming on Skype. Call me on Signal. Forget about Skype, because I will not be able to answer that call on Skype. It's not showing me where it's coming from. The number here is 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442, +1 929-406-9953. I have a call coming in on straight line. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Mazi Peters. My name is Chijok. I'm calling from Maryland.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Biafrans all over the world. I really thank you and bless you this morning in the name of Chukwuka Biama. Please, before I make my submission, there's one impression I want to correct, please. Our people, the international communities are listening to us. If you don't really understand what our Onyendu has been saying about how Britain have been fueling these issues, you understand it, but not to put a public threat to British, please. It's not in your place to do that, because many of them are listening to us. It's not all Britain. You see, Onyendu even said it. Most of them don't like what is happening. Most of them. Please, we shouldn't jeopardize this our effort. I know many of us are not happy, but don't come up to say something you know that you are not in the right position to say that. That is one. Secondly, one of my friends, though I don't know him, but any day I see Rabbi Charles, anytime I hear him talk, in fact, I feel so happy. What he said this morning about Christians in the Muslim and North, how the Southern Christians happen. Most of us who have really been with these people, will tell you, you see, when somebody fell into a hole and you raise your hand to be helped, people will be willing to help you. The situation in Nigeria, I'm not blaming them for what happened. Even that life up to date, they are still living that life. You see what happened in Charles Alminion's somebody he employed from Jos. He feel that these people are Christians. They are harmless. They can't be like them. But you find out that behind their back, they are still feeling that I can still show this love to their oppressors. You see, I want to really emphasize here. Let us not use religious sentiment to do. We are now talking of Biafrans. Most of them, yes, are good, but you find out that whenever they feel that they have their comfort, I don't know. You will not understand because I have been with these people. Most of my boys are from there. I know what happened. So it's not something I will talk on air. But what I'm saying now is we have to be focused. Everybody in this struggle is a friend. Everybody is a suspect. We must be very, very careful. It's not why I'm saying that is not that I am contradicting what he said. What he said is beautifully correct. But let people not have so much sympathy on somebody that will sabotage our efforts. Let them show, as the Yorubas the Oduduwas are showing now, that we have had it enough. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has really said the way it is, and we are awake. Let the middle belt wake up. Let these people wake up. We know they will prove that they are really serious. Because when you go in the front battle with people, you know that, okay, let us wake them up. You don't know if they are really awake or not. Please, let us really concentrate, because what is happening, there's one of our brothers from Kuwait, he's made a submission, and that is exactly the game plan. We know them. Had even we are seeing ourselves, we introduce our profile, you understand ourselves. We know they will have their game plan. What they want to do, they have planted all these their foot soldiers in all the forests in the south. Once there's any uprising, bam, you don't have anywhere to run to. That's what is happening. And that's why what ESN is doing, what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing, God will continue to bless him. Nigerians are blessing him. Nigerians are blessing him because this man has saved the world. This man has saved Nigerians. It's not even of Biafra now. He's even extending it to Africans. Most African nations are understanding themselves. Men, are we sleeping? Now we are awake. Thank you, Naiku. Continue to bless the world because people are doing a great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right, before I go this morning, this guy sent me something yesterday, and somebody sent me about the guy in Olo, whose company was used to protect the soldiers. I think the man apologized, so let's listen to him vaguely, but I could have felt more comfortable if the man had called any of the any of the Radio Biafra platforms to make this submission. He called yesterday. I saw something on video yesterday he did with somebody with Temple to Chukwu, and somebody sent it across to me to try to aid this morning. I promised I was going to do it. I actually forgot about it, but I'm still going to do it now. But I still advise that this man that owns this whatever business that he's doing, is allowing his business to be used, he should call and let's talk about it. Let me hear this.
The chief executive officer of Charles Aluminium. I'm happy to be within your mix and to explain to you exactly what transpired on 25th, to which only yesterday I knew, because I am not resident in Olo. Olo is a branch of Charles Aluminium, and as at the time this incident happened, I was in Uyo. Even my manager had an accident on 29th of December because of a motor accident. He broke his leg and he was in Lagos. So actually, the way it happened, we are not happy. And to say all, how the people, the army, tried to terrorize our place, and the ECN people who try to be in the bush always try to make peace so that our people will not die, because our people are hard-working people, and we cannot stop that. Although branch of Charles Amino was created to ensure that we can create job for people so that they can work comfortably and have sense of belonging to people instead of everybody being outside their hometown. This is a beginning of the project one wants to do. Unfortunately, the way that thing happened, it was our security man. By all issues, the security man is an Hausa man. And he is the one who took part in this issue and had a record of this particular thing. I think maybe intentionally he wanted to discredit Charles Aluminium or the Eastern Network. It was regarded as IPOB, but it was not IPOB. It was Eastern Network, ESN, which tried to clear the herdsmen in the bush. Because if the herdsmen are in the bush, how can our people farm? How can we have food? The food is generated there at farms. So I cannot understand why they will come to our place and cause a lot of harm. We have more people play areas like in the northeast, where we have a lot of crisis, which is external problem, where we expect the army. But instead of the army to be in the war front to protect the territory of Nigeria, they are now doing the internal control, which is supposed to be the police. The police is supposed to be the one to be mediating between civilians. The army are not trained in such a way that they will harm civilians. So it is very, very wrong. If anybody had looked at the way things happen, you will bear with me that it was actually very, very wrong. A lot of civilians are being killed. Military are trained specifically to kill. And for them to kill, they don't distinguish civilians. So the Eastern Security Network was actually for only to make sure our bush is peaceful, and our land is peaceful. Because of this, when here, I'm a Biafran. I'm surprised I cannot run this organization and try to create a job for my people. And today, I'm running my factories on generator. I'm running everything. Everything I run it on generator. It's not a way a country will be. A country that has got independence from 1960 to date, we are suffering. And when we say that we need peace, the peace is supposed to be there. Because Charles Aluminium is a private organization. It's not a public, it's not a government organization. Because on a way, or 10 years, I'm a way, maybe on maybe you don't need and actually create a job for our people. It will work or not work. What we have decided with the management of organization is one, that staff that had this had been sacked. The man who was following him behind had been sacked. In the interim, the directors of the company have decided that the company is closed. We have security dog that is watching there 24 hours. What we do is that we have a cousin who will go once a while, feed the dog, and leave the dog to make a patrol inside the compound. So why we are saying this? So people should not get nearer because they will get themselves being chewed by the dog. Because on a way flag. Although intention, I'm a Biafran. Biafra started as far as on a primary school. We had what we call part of Biafra, and that's what I read in my geography. I read it in my geography. Part of Biafra was changed to part of Bonnet after 1970s. And I'm sure I started primary school in 1960s. So Adam correct. So Biafra is not a day dissing. It had been there before even the creation of the name Nigeria by 1914.
All right, thank you very much. The apologies, we've heard it. And like I said before, you can extend your apologies, your call any of the Radio Biafra platforms and speak directly. Somebody gave me this yesterday, and I actually completely forgot about it. He sent it to me and wished that I could air it. And I've done that. However, people should be careful more next time, because this time they're saying that they employ the gate man is an Hausa person. You see, the point is that we're not saying you should not give employment to people, but he has no right to do what he did. Fortunately, as in you said you're sacked, you've done what you're supposed to do by sacking that person. It's not part of your organization. It's not somebody who will come there and disrupt your business. You know, let's see. This phone keeps ringing. I'm so sorry. I'm so annoyed about it because I can't get through the person that I want. That somebody is trying to call me, but I cannot find a way to pick up the call, and the phone is ringing and ringing and ringing. Unfortunately, this technology is beyond me. Let's see if I can see anybody. Unfortunately, okay, let's see. Let me see if this is the one that is calling me. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Are you there? Caller, good morning. Hello? Caller, welcome to the program. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi Peters, good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, sir. Speaking to your brother Chidera. Happy birthday to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Mazi Peters, in brief, I really want to talk to, number one, this particular lady who spoke in America. I think it was last year.
Oh, was it last year?
Yes, I'm sure it's last year.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think I heard, unless they repeated, but I heard that particular clip last year during the Trump regime.
Oh, okay.
Now, this particular place is not a Nnamdi Kanu's territory, but everybody see the kind of chaos that is there.
Yes.
Everybody had this testimony of this lady. You know, that tape is quite, a lot of people spoke there, even the mother of Shaibu, and there's so many of them. There's a time there was a lot of cry, and that territory is not Nnamdi Kanu. But I wonder why in why not Nnamdi Kanu cause a crisis. The South is the most peaceful area.
I don't know.
They have to tell us, seriously. Why would always why Nnamdi Kanu is causing trouble, is bringing war?
Yeah, no.
They forget how many wars killed. Why you Iyke went to war? What was the reason? Nnamdi Kanu at that time instigating war in the Biafra land. They told us the East is the most peaceful area and the most checking point in that area, in the whole of the zoo, there in Southeast. The people that are governing there does not have a place. They are living in the Southeast. They're all in Abuja, Dubai, and America. Why are you telling all the place is peaceful? Well, I don't want to go there. But the people I really want to talk to now, Mazi Peters, 3-4 minutes, please.
Yes. Go ahead.
Is those people telling us that Nnamdi Kanu is scamming us? We have accepted our fate. He's scamming us, and we agree, and we are happy. Can you people leave us alone? Do your radio, do your Facebook thing, do the nonsense you are doing. It's not possible, Mazi Peters. Somebody have been washing my head for the past 7 years or so. And you came a week ago, you want to change 7 years of initiation. How is that possible? Where I come from, when a man is up to a man, there's a place you take the person. And when we go there, come out, even my mother will not talk to me that the same day. Until the following day, no woman is allowed to talk to me. The culture is still there. As a man, you have grown up to age, take you there. When you come back, you stay with the man the following. So meaning that the following morning, they're now calling you a man. There's certain kind of word that the women use on a man. They cannot use on you. From yesterday, you're a child. Today, you're now a man. So you people that are telling us all kinds of nonsense, do you think that you can just wipe Nnamdi just within, because you are in radio, within a week or two? It's not possible. So if you have failed, please just pack and go. The Hausas and Fulanis make Dangote Epilolia the richest man in Africa. Let's make Nnamdi the richest man in Africa. Let's be what we get from this struggle. Because the reason I'm saying this, that everybody Nnamdi have touched that are not here in America. Anyhow Nnamdi have, because now have seen money. Which money that Nnamdi have seen? Which money? Next, as we have agreed to make Nnamdi rich. Why are you? But still the idiot are still telling people to contribute. There's another Mugu that is here in South Africa, busy canvassing. And mind them, it's children are speaking. Those people who recently calling me, sending message to you. I'm not joining an idiot. Especially those faceless people that I don't know who they are. Nnamdi, I have seen him go to jail. Nnamdi, I'm seeing it in the video, even though I haven't met him in person. If somebody asks who is Nnamdi Kanu, even a dead person can point at Nnamdi. But you that I don't know, you are preaching over the radio, asking me to join you or calling on phone to join you. When you see that one of cool comment, you want to know whether they belong. We belong nowhere. We are IPOB. Simple as that. So whatever we are contributing, then ESN is from Abazolia. Now all of a sudden, you are now questioning the law of establishing ESN. I came on air and accusing Nnamdi of being a liar. But all of a sudden, without investigation, without nothing, envy and jealousy and the cruel of especially Igbo man. Now you label it that is a Yahoo, is this, is that. All of a sudden, you are now questioning the integrity of the ESN. Now all of a sudden, you people are coming up on the air and asking either Eastern governor they will go to make it a law, or is a potential army in a single man's hand. IPOB is in the one command, yes. Command and control, which all of you are involved. Why is it ESN now you want to gather people to command it? We have been commanding with one man all along. Why did the rule must change now? Why? I don't understand what is wrong with the people. Seriously, IPTAS. Sometimes even when you don't want to listen to them, when somebody says, "Oh boy, just listen to this," you want to make. And also those who went in the name of cursing, putting comment, you're upgrading this idiot one by one. Stop going to comment when they are doing their. If you can't hold it, you just do the ordinary listening. More you comment in the name of you abusing, you are cursing them, you're upgrading them, you are making the viewers more. Stop commenting.
Yeah, so
just ignore them. Stop. Just bone and do whatever you want to do. There's a lot of things that are going on, and they are not asking question. Why is it so? Why is it army? What is the word that declared in all? Why was army there? Why was so many things are going on? So let us make Nnamdi rich. If what is bothering you, then campaign on your own side. Leave Nnamdi alone. Let us who will support you to make you rich also. So when you say Nnamdi was not doing anything, now we're doing something. You are not telling us not to, especially those in South Africa here. Those one or two people they're sacked now, they are becoming another loser also. Why is it that somebody is, you know how wicked Igbos is? Just yesterday, Nnamdi Kanu is holy. Then just in 12 hours later, Nnamdi Kanu is a devil.
Yes, so.
When you are under Nnamdi Kanu is holy. You are watching, pretending that what they been that Nnamdi Kanu made a mistake and go to this guy's house and say, "I'm going to a comrade house and I'm relaxed, I'll eat." They will plan his killing the next day. Thank God that did not happen, because I see no reason why. You see the network they're using, all of them have collected together. Just DOS write a letter. This person had just suspension. Then go and behave and repent. You'll be called back. You jump the other lane immediately. Meaning there is something that you are harboring all along.
Yep.
You are busy releasing voice note, releasing all kinds of rubbish. When a comment called you for something sensitive, you put fall on record. What was your aim? What is your aim? Why no respect? Our people should just learn how to. We have accepted our fate, and Nnamdi is scamming us. Yes. We agree. I'm not working in your company, so why are you telling me how to spend my money? I have a pastor I'm paying money to every now. But you want to do a rice giveaway in December? You went to North. I'm not from North. So I have not questioned him. Why is he sending the rest to Lord? If Nnamdi is using my money to build a house in Kuwait, so shall let it be his money I give to him willingly. There was no God in my head to give Nnamdi Kanu any money. No. ESN have come out now to pray. He said that they should go back to bush, but somebody is dying in town. So people should just leave us alone. Let's know what we are doing. Let's focus and see where this man. My fitters I'll drop now. Nnamdi Kanu is pregnant. If you have not known, he's pregnant. Let's see which will deliver for us. The pregnant of Nnamdi Kanu is overdue. Allow him to deliver this baby for us. Stop interrupt. Stop making all those with the church going around. Who not envy and jealous? Happening now to come on in what you may. God bless you, sir.
There, well, thank you so much. Because, like I said before, I've always said in my program, don't go and listen to these people because you aggravate yourself, you raise your blood pressure. Yesterday, I don't want to call names, I was speaking to one of us. He said, "My brother, I never had high blood pressure before. But since this thing when IPOB now, because that's what you want when you're paying attention to something that has no meaning, meaningless. For me, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't move me. I don't even think about it. I don't even worry about it. I don't listen to any radio station. No, I am not going to listen to it. That's me. That's my policy. I'm not saying you should not. But if you go and listen and don't bring it to me here because it's like it's contagious. You're trying to give me something that I'm not part of. I'm not interested, to be honest with you. Nnamdi Kanu is this, Nnamdi Kanu is that. It doesn't matter. At least when I listen, so I don't know what apia is. I had to ask people. I say Iyke Peters was apia. Apia. You know, I don't know what apia is. So I had to ask people. I said, no, we're a small bed and apia. It doesn't wet the poor things. Okay, that's what I am. The only thing is that when you make your mat, so you lie on it. You cannot put your mat on the ground and expect somebody to come and lie with you. No, you lie there. That's your problem. So you guys should stop listening and coming and getting angry. But you can still listen. If you want to listen, you can. Nnamdi Kanu says scam is scamming everybody, is scamming all of us, no problem. It's our money. We put your money where your mouth belongs. So why should it be anybody's problem? The point is that what I always say about this whole thing is that when you say these things, it's very unfortunate that it means that you are part of the problem because you were there before most of us came. And we came because you were there. And immediately the office was taken from you, you start seeing the evil that the person is doing. Even including somebody whose my contribution also helps to pay him salary every month. I'm telling you the truth. My donation, my money. At least somewhere my $10 goes to him every month. Yeah. Now he is a king. He is talking. He's opening his mouth. Forgetting that it's so sad. I don't want to talk about these people because I keep saying it. Anytime you guys bring this, the only way out is stop listening. Because I have not listened. I don't listen. I don't want to listen. It doesn't matter. What I hear is what some people will just tape it and send it across to me. Well, what will I do? I will not want to insult whoever sent it, but they will send it in and I will listen to it once in a while. And you know what? My time is almost up and we have to go. Let me shut down all the lines. People are still trying to call. Unfortunately, like I said, we lost 10 minutes of our time. So what I'm going to be doing this time is I'm going to give you more time to have your conversations. But don't wait until towards the end, because at the end, that's when all the phones, look at all the 4 phones here, they are all ringing at the same time. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about it. I have to go because Mazi is coming in. The next minute is a Radio Biafra USA 1 that is coming. Tomorrow is another day, and we'll be together again as usual to discuss issues that would concern us as a people. From me to you.
We don't